So, hi everyone. I believe we are ready to start, and thank you for coming. I see the already have the chat working. Yeah, today we in small numbers, but I really thank you for coming. I know right now we experiencing blackouts, and also I'm also in fear that if I suddenly disappear, it means I also experience a blackout with you. But you need to know that this webinar will be recorded, and you will be able to see it on our YouTube page. And your certificates will be sent to you. It's just that right now we need to work over this circumstances, and if something is happening, if you experience blackouts, it's okay. Your certificate will be sent, and you will be able to see the webinar like the part that you've missed. But also, if I'm disappearing, don't be sad too. I will just record it, and we will publish it. So thank you for coming. I see people are still adding. Some of you probably already know me. For some I only a new face, but I want to tell you that I'm a LT consultant of Lінгвіст company, and Lінгвіст you already know. We are proud representative of National Geographic Learning in Ukraine, and I'm a new LT consultant, but I've been working with education and publishing books for many years, and I also hope that our communication with you would be built on sharing ideas, on sharing experience, and also we will be able to learn from each other and use it in our teacher's routine. That's why I hope that you find my experience of some value and also share yours with me. So I'm from Zaporizhia. It's still Ukraine. Everything is okay. Let's check where you're from. Okay, I see some welcomings in the chat. Hi everyone. Hi Kyiv. I see Kyiv. Okay. Who else with us? Oh, we have people from Lviv and Kyiv. Other cities? Oh, we have someone from Kharkiv. Hi. Hi, Kharkiv, Kyiv. Oh, Zaporizhia. Hi. So it's good to see you here, and I believe we are on the same line of for blackouts with you. Okay, Rivne, Kryvyi Rih, Kyiv. Oh, okay. It's cool. It's cool that even in such circumstances we are able to learn something and discuss topics of ELT. So today our topic is combining cooperation and competition in primary school. It's a pretty heated topic, I believe. It's a pretty big one, as we always talk about communication and collaboration, but always remember how it was to work with competitions. And some of you, I also included, have not the best lessons when it was this competition. So some bad experience also built these competitions. But I want to discuss with you this topic as it's necessary right now. We are moving from any kind of negative experience with our students to something that would help them be confident communicators. It's something in our 21st century skills programs. We see it a lot, and also it's something can be implemented in primary school, in secondary school, with high schoolers, with adult learners. We are starting this topic with you today, and see how it will go. Maybe we will have more webinars about this. It's a rather interesting topic, I believe, and we will need to see what will be, what's working for us, what's not. Also, you would see examples from other series. Look today, it's for primary schools. If you are interested, please contact me. I will send you an example of this book. One more important notice is that your certificate of participation will be sent to you within 2 working days from this moment. Today we have Thursday, so on Monday Please check your email box and also your junk box to see if you have a certificate. If you haven't got it, please contact me. My email and all my contacts would be at the end of this webinar. And tell me that you haven't received it. I will send it to you personally. But please give us 2 working days to be able to send to you. And as you know, we right now trying to implement a new system of sending. That's why not only after webinar, listen to working days. Okay. Also, let's take a look at our agenda today. What we will be talking about. We will talk about healthy intentions, better intentions that we have. Then we use small competitions with our students. When we do some challenges with them, it's always about better intentions. We want them to learn new interesting things, and competition can be fun. That's why healthy intentions are there. But sometimes we also experience unhealthy outcomes. It's something that too bad, but sometimes happen. It's like it's strange cycle. Like we want something better, but we see like our students can have heated arguments and also like bullying each other and also naming each other bad words. Yeah, after competition. So that's why it's. Sometimes like that, it's not working. Today we will talk about also about gamification in LT. They do a lot of interesting activities with our students, but also we will try to learn something from game field today and see what we can implement as teachers. So gamification is an interesting new approach to learning language. That's why we will take a small look at it. And also, we will take a look at group activities at the book look and discuss with you how to add competition and collaboration there, how to help our students be more, work more with better communication, I would say, to be more confident communicators. Okay, so if you have any questions about this presentation, please write down them in the chat box. Or just ask them in the ask and answer box. I will try to cover all of them after presentation. Also, I need to mention, you're first to hear about it, that we are having winter prize draw. Today, I only given an announcement about it. We will be posting it tomorrow on our Facebook page. So stay tuned to hear the conditions of this winter prize draw for teachers today. And tomorrow you will be able to participate in it and try to be part of competition. It's something like that. We're talking about competitions, and also we will be having our own small competition, teacher competition, about books. Yes, I'm mostly choosing something about methodology, how to teach. You will be able to see prizes very soon, but it's about that. We will have this announcement at the end of the webinar. Oh, hi, Lviv. It's good to see people are adding. Okay, I have a question for you. I want for you to be communicative with me. We have not a lot of people today with us. That's why please try to be as active as possible. So please, in the chat box, put plus or put minus. Are you good at sport? Tell me honestly, how do you feel about sport and what emotions you have? It's something positive, plus. If something negative, I'm like, put minus. So let's take a look. Okay, we have people pluses and we have people minuses. We have both types, yes? I myself sometimes enjoy sport, but I'm a big minus for doing it every day. It's not my routine. Okay, thank you. So please send to all people to see, not only to me, but if you feel like not confident to share this information, you can also send to me. I will be just voicing it. So I see pluses. I see a lot of pluses and also some minuses. Today with you, I want to talk about cases. Yeah, cases that lead to this topic, cooperation and competition. That's why I've chosen, when I was looking for material, I've come across a story of British teacher for state school. She's working in secondary school, and she taught, she written an article about it, and I found it interesting for us to discuss. As we're talking about communication, yeah, she's been talking about sport, but we will learn from it. I believe that we can learn. So there is such statement. She wrote that sports are great if you are good at sport. If you're not good at sport, they can be purgatory. Do you believe it's like that? That when we have better skills, it's easy for us to participate in something, in different activities. If you have bad skills, it can be not only challenge, it can be torture. We can feel like we don't want to do that, but we are still forced, and it's like really dismotivating. Do you agree with the statement? Let's do the same system. Pluses, minuses. How do you feel? Do you feel that it's easier to take part in a competition if you have good skills? Let's concentrate on this statement. Okay, I see pluses. Okay. Do we have someone who believes, no, the skills don't influence our ability to participate and our willingness to participate? Okay, I see only pluses. So, yeah, I also believe that if I'm good at something, I do it much more. Like I learned English. I'm working as a teacher, something like that. I enjoy reading books, and I'm working in a company that makes books and sells books. It's about that. I'm good at something and I'm doing it. But also, we have this sometimes chores that we need to do, and sometimes it's like, I need to do that. I want for you to read a story of a boy who really, this teacher told us about a boy, a friend's son, and these emotions, particularly as we're talking about social emotional learning, social emotional development of students. And this case, I find it something that are worth discussion. Please take a look. A friend's son used to pray for rain every week because he hated sports so much. Do you feel that it's something that you already seen? Like something that you had such students, something that you met. He was really bad at any sport, any sort of sport, and also at team games. He consistently came last. Yeah, students who have low skills and they understand. They even objectively understand that they not the high achievers. But he was always the last to be picked by team leaders because of his lack of skill. He knew this would happen, and he felt this keenly. So, have you seen such students? I myself seen several. I even been in class I've seen such students. So as a student myself, I've seen such students. As a teacher, I also seen them. And I understand that it never comes from bad intentions. No one wants to bully other people. Like intentionally, we don't want. What we want, as adults, as parents, as teachers, we want our children to be healthy, to be able to communicate with each other. Yes, we want them really to be these successful people. But then we see such cases, we always into minds how to help, what to do. There are this line there. We would be helpful for such children, and there would be imposing on other children, forcing them to include this child. Yes, to forcefully integrating this child, it's not a big help for them. It's always like, you're a teacher pet. Teacher tries to help you with communication. It's always something that other students notice, and it doesn't help building communication. But we start with good intentions. That's why I've taken this this article, like a quote of Vicky Weyman, this state school teacher, and I wanted to start discussion with you. This case, something emotional and something social for us to see not this topic not as something like we discuss in general. It's about people, it's about our students, it's about us as teachers, and it's about how we feel in such cases. That's why I want to talk about this today. Please, let's take a look at this. Benefits of competition. What I want to talk with you, it's not only like saying that competitions are bad. Some competitions can be unhealthy, but if we look at benefits of competition, it's hard to say that we need to ban all competitions in primary school, in secondary school, in high school. No, some parts of competition, small activities, can help you. They have a lot of benefits. Let's take a look what they give us. They help us to build on communication between students. I told you, yes. They help our students to mingle. It's not only like then we have a class. Students probably, you've seen, they divide in small groups to communicate outside of class. Outside of classroom, they like, it's a groups of 3 or 5 people, they chatting with each other, they stay much more friendly inside these small groups than with other classmates. For that not to happen, yeah, what we do, we help our students to mingle. And competition can be a good thing if we. Ihan, hi, I see you raising a hand. Please, if you want to say something, just write a question to me in the chat box or like questions and answers. So, what I want to say, yes, it helps to build on the communication even between students who don't really communicate with each other. They just need to pay attention how they communicate. Also, it helps us to work with interesting tasks like these projects. I really enjoy that it helps students to work. Small competition adds fire to any kind of project. Students already know that any kind of project we divide into steps. But if we add competition between different groups, like not for time, we will discuss different types of competitions today, but then we ask our students to do it quicker, it's a bad one. It's unhealthy. But about problem solving skills, developing these sub skills, yes, competition can help when we have competition teams, they feel that they need to ask opinions of each other and do it quicker, do it more efficiently. The problem-solving skills develop much quicker than just this collaboration. As sometimes students feel like they still have time to do that, they can skip some steps, like they feel more like it. Also, it provides you with ability to see your students in new lights. Our students usually have exposure to different environments, and they learn different skills. They go to different places, do different activities, and bring all these skills to your classroom. They have some talents and inclines to something. They have their gifts and also their creativity. They can think out of the box sometimes, and they can share it with their team. And in competitions, students also learn from each other. So it means they student oriented lessons would be working with competitions too, collaborations and competitions. And sometimes competition can be created of activities that not deal with projects. It can be other types. We will take a look at just a unit. I will show you how to turn it to small competitions here and there. Also, built on confidence. Confidence of teachers, confidence of students. It's about that. We built on confidence, then we feel like winning, like we achieved something, we received something from this competition. Any kind of benefit from competition helps to build on confidence. It's good that we work on confidence, as it brings motivation, it's boosting our skills, it's all about that. Confidence, it's a good, confident communicators. It's our aim, visit. And also it's fun. It's really funny to have a competition. It feels not like you study, it's more about like you play. Yeah, and a lot of people enjoy much more playing games than working and studying. So it's funny, but it's like a gamification. Like how it's called, educatement. Yeah, educatement. We have something we learn, but also we do it in a game form. That's why it's funny. And we can crack a joke. We can tell something related to the topic. We feel like creative freedom sometimes with such activities. That's why it's fun. But it's then we have healthy ones. Let's talk about unhealthy. Let's return to this topic and take a look why sometimes something is not working. I told you, better intentions. Yes, we have good intentions, that even when we have unhealthy competitions, intentions are always something we want positive things. Like we want our students to be motivated. We really want them to build on motivation. And we want confidence. It's a good thing to be confident about what you're doing, about what you're learning. And also collaboration and teamwork. It seems like everything is here. Yeah. We want motivation, confidence, collaboration, and teamwork. It seems no problem. Yeah, right now it's hard to see there everything goes wrong with such competitions, but we know it can go wrong really quickly. And I already showed you a case. There are students experienced competitions and it went wrong for him, and he lost motivation, confidence, and couldn't collaborate and work in a team anymore, as he felt that he was always left out. But what's wrong? Do you have any guess how these better intentions sometimes lead to bad results? What's wrong with competitions? What can go wrong? Let's make a wild guess. Hi, Chernivtsi. Any kind of guess. Okay, so please think about it. What can go wrong? As I'm not giving you the answers, today I will show you what I really think about it, what's go wrong in my cases, with my work. Hi, Chernobyl. What's then wrong with my cases? Then I was doing competitions, and after that, sitting and analyzing, reflecting on my work, what went wrong. So for me, it was like that. More. I wanted more. I wanted more confidence. I wanted more collaboration. I forced my students more competitions. Okay, I tried. I know that young learners and secondary learners, we can be rather competitive, and I tried to use it to make my lessons easier for me, to give them some challenge, for them to work it, to feel that it's funny, but then I asked more and more. It felt like, okay, you ask a lot of from us, and yes, it can lead to bad results. Let's take a look what kind of. Then we try to force competitions on our students just because a book tells you, just because you feel that they seems like it's easy for them to learn. They need a challenge. If we constantly force our students to take part in competition, they will be stressed out. As it's not something that they understand consciously. It's something they come to conclusion unconsciously, that they are compared. They constantly compared with each other. Like, okay, please compete. I want to see who's better. Compete, and it leads to such thing. When we work on this motivation and confidence through competitions a lot, it happens to this. We have students who are high achievers. They pretty often will be in a group of winners. And we have students with low skills You've seen the case of Vicky Weyman. She described it. Who non-winners, and they feel, these students, they feel like there are winners, but for me, I only hear the friendship has won. I know it's interesting phrase to hear. Like it's some kind of words that help you to feel not so bad about losing, but the friendship has won. I never felt that it was told to me when I was in a competition sincerely. I never felt it's a sincere words that friendship has won. I don't believe in this concept of friendship winning. I believe more in team winning, like they are team, family winning. They are family as a class. I believe that we learn something, learning is winning in competition. But telling only friendship has won, then you feel that other students won and you not really. And it's not the first case, not second, not third. You understand, you're non-winner. No, I wouldn't be using the word loser. No, it's like it's already like a bullet. But feeling that you are not winning and nothing is changing, it's that. It's what kills motivation and confidence. And you understand that your teachers see you only like into groups. In only this light, we have winners and we have non-winners, and it's a problem. Why it's a problem? As these non-winners, usually it's students with lower skills, they lose motivation to develop their skills. Only students who already have their skills at pretty decent level, they feel like they appreciate it. Students who lose in competitions, they feel like they are given up on. That's why doing a lot of competitions and more talking about you need to participate, let's try and try to like develop their competitive spirit. It's not really working. They only feel like you just forcing them in the competition to give obvious win to other group. Yeah, we're talking about outcomes. So in the process we can correct it. It's just that I'm talking about that some of my competitions went to bad results, and I want to analyze it with you. And also then we're talking about collaboration and teamwork. Yes, we take a class, we develop, divide it in groups, in pairs, but the student, imagine you have odd number of students, you're doing some pair work. And this one, the last student, this odd number, he or she, they will feel excluded. They like trying to force them to join some group. Yeah, they do it. But they need to show our students that groups can be different. Sometimes when you have odd number of students, what we do? We create these pairs with odd numbers. No, it's hard to call them pairs. It's like very small groups with 3 people. But this odd number, then it wouldn't be just one group with 3 people, and this last one would be feeling like they are redundant, they are needed, they just like pushed to some pair. It's about that. We try to show that we include everyone. We are trying to be inclusive in it too, and also then we talk about collaboration. We mostly monitor. We don't take active participation with other students. We only monitor how they work, like on their projects or maybe some tasks. We mostly monitor and make notes. Or there we need to tell them more about vocabulary, more about grammar. But this exclusion, you know, it sometimes leads to bullying. Then you see that the same person always excluded, and children do sometimes it naturally, as they want to be in a group with their friends, as it's easier to communicate. Yeah, and if you ask them to be in a group with other students, other classmates. They feel like, I don't want, please let me be with Tanya. I don't want to be with Ivanka. Something like that. We don't give into such whining. What we do? We do it like I always enjoy this method. Divide by numbers. Divide by numbers. Give students numbers and just randomly they pick up team. Like we have 3 teams, you first, you second, you third. I'm not giving them places. I'm not creating these teams if I don't feel like taking responsibility for it. And students understand that it's always my work to divide them in groups. Sometimes it can be done randomly. Sometimes, yes, I can do it intentionally to add some students to different groups. So good intentions sometimes lead to bad results, and sometimes it kills motivation of our students to participate not only in competitions, projects, some big tasks, but also in small ones, like small discussion, small activity. They learn that it's easier to say, I couldn't do it. I'm thinking, I don't understand, something like that. But don't take active part in this. Don't take any kind of responsibility, as they know in any kind of competition or activity that will be done with other students, they will lose. Just because they already learned how to lose. We help our students to feel that they can achieve from any kind of competition, something. From each competition, they take something. I want to, with you, to return to a quote of Vicky Wayman, this British teacher, and she haven't finished her article with just a sad story. She proposed something like what we can do in such case. I just you see centered one word. Please guess, write in the chat box what word you would put there in this quote to give a chance for your student to develop a love for a subject. Then we do in competition. Power. Okay, balancing power. Yes, if in a group, yes, balancing power. So everyone need to be responsible. Yes, not only one person need to be responsible. In a group, like not only if we have leader, it doesn't mean that others' opinions are not necessary. Balance of emotions. While you're thinking about it, I want to share with you. I enjoyed to watch one famous Ukrainian show about cooking, and if you have seen it, I wouldn't be saying the name. It's not a product placement today. So it's about activities. They do a lot of tasks in groups, and it's interesting for me to see how they choose who to be in group with, and reactions of people who they choose, the last, the first, how they work in groups, what results they bring. It's like an interesting social experiment, this cooking show. And I believe it's something that we learn, like not only from methodology of teaching and learning, but also from environment, how to communicate. So we have 2 options, power and emotions. I will propose you this third one as I will show you what Vicky thinks about it. I have my own opinion, but I believe it works like that. Teams, we need balance of teams. So yes, balance of emotions and power, it's all there, but also balance in a team. I want to talk with you how we create teams and to pay attention who we add to team. And how they communicate with each other. Yeah, not letting like, okay, you desk mates, you will be together. Not always it's necessary like that. We can help our students to work on different things and feel that they appreciate each group winning, even if we lose at this time. It's about that. It's collaboration through competition. So I would say balance of participation and competition also would be there, but yes, I want to talk about teams. It's something that you probably hurt if you're playing games. And as we're talking about gamification today, it's something that we can see and hear from research in game creation field. It's something that game companies research on. It's players' behavior and players' type, how they communicate with each other, how they work with each other, what they want from games, and what they achieve, and how satisfactory they are about that. It's obvious. It's necessary information for people who create games, but for us it's interesting from another aspect. How our students from primary school, from very young age up till they are senior citizens, how they behave in group activities, and then we do something to play together. 4 types, you already see it here: achievers, killers, explorers, and socializers. It's Bartle player types taxonomy. These 4 types is how we in the virtual world and in the real world too. It's the same traits that we show in any kind of activity. I want for you to listen to me right now, then I would be explaining the system to you, and think about such. There I am. Let's include ourselves in this system and think, then you compete. There are you. And then it will be easier for you to notice it with others, with your students too. Achievers. Then I was learning about the system. It was a big surprise for me. Not all people want to win in a game. Yeah, the first idea when we hear you're playing a game, competitive game, you want to win, obviously. At least I was taught like that. If you play in a game, probably you want to win. But it appears that not all people want the win, and it's not their high priority. What they want, achievers, what such people want? They want collections. They want to collect something from game. You probably know there are some students where you want to collect points or maybe some kind of stars, like stickers, yeah, something. I have one good example of game with such students. It's then we do project. I give different groups cards, and it's the same number of letters. Each card has 1 letter, and it helps them to learn that they need to do something in steps. It's not something like I'm not giving card as because they've done it quicker than other groups. No, just because they finished a step. Like I know I have project 5 steps. I take words that have 5 letters, and I provide them this 1 card. Then they finish their step. And while they're finishing their project, they will be able to collect all the cards that they need, and then a creative word. It's something that they collected. They feel like they achieved small achievements, and they created something bigger. It's about collection. People who want to have possessions from game. It's about that, collecting. You know, I've seen a lot of students like that. They like collecting something. Previously, it was marks. If we're talking about primary school, right now, we don't provide our students with marks so much. But what we can do? They can play different games, and they need to collect small things. It can be something like sticks. Small sticks like pencils, any kind of things, stars, yeah, something they can touch and feel like they collected it. Don't abort it because someone does something quickly. No, it's not about speed. It's more about just finishing a step. You finish step, you received. Another group finished the step. They also receive the same award as you. It's just that in the end, you will be able to have like a stack of something. It can be stars that you can use. It can be some stickers. It can be word cards, any kind. Also, if you have in primary school flashcards, you can give pictures. like cards with pictures, and then ask students to create a story about it, to tell a story about this, like you're doing something in steps, so give them 3 cards, not a lot, and then ask them combining a story and tell together. One group, one story. Another group, another 3 cards, they will tell their story. So everyone will be participating, everyone will be collecting and feeling that they achieved something. Other people who, such students I've seen randomly, but sometimes they are with us. It's killers. They want ranks. They want to be the first. It's this mentality that they need the first place, and exist only others. There is no second place, third place for other people. They want only first. And it's like sometimes we mark it, previously marked as competitive spirit. No, it's only part of how competition can be. You can win, but you've probably seen such students with Kahoots who want, oh, I want the first rating, I want to be there at the first, but then if they lose, they begin to blame other people, like their teammates. That's why with them, we can work with them, but their ranks, it's not everything that they want. They want challenges too. They want something challenging, and that can distract them from negative behavior to the positive activities. That's why, yes, if you do something in ranks, if you notice such students, give them some challenge. They will be using communication with other students for completing this challenge and to receive their rank. It's their motivation. But still, we have others, and I can say that killers is not always what you would see a dominant behavior of your students. Explorers, a lot of students are explorers. So what they want secrets. If you have a game and you add something like an Easter egg to it, some secret, some new fact that your students can share with their family, something they can tell to their friends after lessons. It always makes the game better for them. It's like, okay, secret, it's something that I've learned, it's something new information, okay. So it's not, they're not really interested in collecting or ranking. It's secret is there. Motivation, like they feel that they want to receive. And also socializers, it's obvious what they want. They want they want friends, they want to communicate with people, they want the process, they enjoy the process of communicating. So I'm talking about that. You see, we can say that children, they competitive, and they want competitions with each other. They want to receive first places, but not all this motivation, like not the first motivation, but their dominant motivation is that. Sometimes it's collectors and secrets. Sometimes they want friends and come from this competition with a new friend, learn something about other people. Sometimes it's ranks. How do you think? You, who are you in this case? What you want from competitions yourself? Collections, secrets, ranks, or friends? Please use the chat box. Okay, I really encourage you to be more active today. Okay, thank you, Alexandra. Yes, secrets. Okay, so you want secrets. For me, it's collections. I'm that person who want to collect something. Okay, give me something, but also there is no ideal type that only wants something, one thing. I also want friends. When I participate, yes, like Irina, yes, friends. It's something, it's interesting to communicate, to see how other people working in a group to see how it's happening in this process of competition, what I can include there, how my voice, my comments would help the team to work better. This one, friends or secrets on collection or ranks. Also, this players type, it's sometimes for us hard to say it. We understand the types, but what to do with them? It's that what we do. These achievements, they want to explore a world. What we will let them? First of all, we let them collect something, but we also let we can give them task. If you do a project, they collect information. Like you ask your group to go around the class, ask some questions about what they eaten yesterday, for example, they collect information for a group. They go around, ask questions, collect information. Your killers, they want challenge. They would naturally they take this leadership, or they do a lot of complaining while playing, but they need this challenge. They can ask for information from other achievers and then bring it to the creators, to these people who like to explore a lot, and ask for comments, tell me how to do it, let's brainwash it, okay, we need to finish quickly, we want it. Yeah, they will be helping you with time management, these killers, but they will be like a cement, like a concrete, gathering all the team. And also other socializers, they will definitely be the people like sunshine. They will comment on everything. They will be helping other students to organize ideas, how to present information. It will be all that. They will be communicating much more. Please pay attention how your students work together with each other, how pairs are working. If you see some pair is not really working, maybe it's time to discuss changing the seats. It's not always about like we sit other students and we let it be like that. If you see that other students can work better, if you see that your groups naturally gather as collectors separately, then separately you have killers and separately you have socializers, mingle them, create another teams, and then you would see communication. You would see a lot of interesting things developing, and also I really appreciate when these explorers, they learn something and tell other people about it. So it's about that. Oh, we have a lot of people who socializers. No, it's obvious. We are teachers. We really like to socialize. That's why it's something that we really enjoy. Okay. So we will quickly run through the last part of this presentation. Please take a look. We have 3 types of activities if we're talking about how they do it. Solo activities, pair activities, and also group activities. In different ones, we develop different skills and we develop different sub-skills. And it's good. Different activities, they help us develop different sides of us being successful communicators. If you're doing solo projects, solo activities, we learn how to be autonomous learners. Right now, online, yes, it's necessary to help students develop some autonomy. Also, time management will be developing, but today we are concentrating more on collaboration. So, pair activities and group activities are focal points today. You see, in pairs, we promote constant discussion. So achievers, these explorers will be really working here. If you have odd number of students, please create several groups with odd numbers, like groups of 3, not only pairs. It would be helping your student if it's just the last student and you add, like, okay, you've lost, go and feel that you was redundant in our class. Okay, so listen and speaking skills. Then a small group, yes, they mostly can concentrate on them. They listen to other people, they speak. and pay attention. I remember my teacher telling me, Ira, don't just answer questions. Ask questions your partner also, or you wouldn't be able to learn English. So it should be in balance, yeah, how they communicate this. You answer and you ask that way. If you see that only one student asking, another answering, do like my teacher. Tell your student that it needs to be balanced. Next on, it's group activities. Here, as we have different exposure to knowledge, we exchange. We exchange something that we receive from outside world. We talk about it, and naturally we separate in leader and also supporters. But it doesn't mean that supporters will be just sitting and doing nothing. Yeah, no. Someone will be collecting information, our achievers. So our explorers would be looking for secrets. There is this information that we can use to make it better, something like that. And also our socializers will be commenting on everything. So then it would be teamwork skill that we want. And it won't lead to exclusion. Then we have this stable group of all four. I promised you to show it in examples. Let's do that. Okay, so this is look. You see it's level 4, so it's already not very young students. It's around 10 years old. And then we have such task. It's unit opener. They have just small discussion. Can we turn it to competition? Yes, we can turn it to the competitions, and it can be done like with several questions. You just ask them one question, you add something, add questions out of box. Right now, as we teach online and we have shorter lessons, what we do? We try to take a human approach. We try to communicate much more and discuss about activities and activity itself to give as a homework. That's why small competition, you know, then you separate students in different rooms. They don't feel like it's a competition, but you can tell then that they would be able to collect something like Jamboard or like a whiteboard, draw something for each group, and then it will be competition. Answering with these questions, this interesting, like, oh, okay, it's interesting answer. You have a star. Okay, this okay. What else you could tell about this picture? What emotions you feel? Stars for you, for you, for you. You see, it's like that. It giving them something to feel. Okay, how do you think? Secrets. Do they have the thing that there is a secret behind this photo? It will be involved in it. Okay. How do you think? Walking like that, going so high. It's only activity that you do yourself, like one person, or maybe you would take a friend with you. What you would discuss with your friend if you would be so high on the building. All these questions can be asked, and then your students would be included and feeling that their opinions matter and they not excluded from your lesson from any kind of competition. If you're talking about learning vocabulary, it's also this. We can ask them what they can add. It's something like we can work with vocabulary, ask students to give explanations. Okay, show me a clown. A clown, it's what objects you would take, yeah? Obviously knows. Something like that. Show, draw. Yeah, it also can be a competition about drawing. Any type of that helps students to learn vocabulary. This small competition would be working. It's just that we don't we don't force our students to feel that only answering correct answer would be giving them a star. No, good answer, also good. Providing an additional example, it's a good. If you draw on something, yeah, it's a good something that we can. It can help us learning. Like we have Jamboard, we put some pictures there, let students draw something. Any kind of activity promote students taking part in competition, like, yeah, it seems like a competition, each student adding something. But setting other students rules that don't tell them that there is only one winner. No, learning is winning, not friendship is winning. I don't believe in this concept. Learning is winning. We really help our students to take part. If they take part, yes, they already receiving something. It can be secret. They can ask our students for meaning of this profession, for example, and helping each other learn this vocabulary, created their target vocabulary, not just something that we learned and forgotten. If you're talking about reading, yes, it's also that. It can be small competition. I remember playing with my students competition, find adjectives, find something that we learned previous lesson. Okay, who I could find. Then maybe it would be without any kind of word, but it's something that ask our student to pay attention to pages, to words, to look for some information. It will be helping to develop the scanning skills for reading. It's all about that. Then the same we can do like keywords, find a keyword. It's also like a small game for your students. And obviously when we discuss something, for example, like grammar, given your own phrases about it, like statements about your day. Don't just ask students to do it in pairs. They can do it like mingling. They can stand up and go around the class and ask and answer the same phrases, like the same questions, give the same statements to different people, and to see if they can, with this activity, to cheat others and guess there is the truth. It's like that, helping them to feel that whole class, it's a community that they feel comfortable to communicate with. Not only their friends, not only desk mates. We try to build on this cooperation, then they really feel like you are their favorite teacher, but also each student their favorite classmates. They really communicate with each other. If we're doing song, I usually like this game. When we begin to sing, we sing it in different voices. Someone sings as a robot, some sings as a monster. Yeah, one group sings like that, another in different voice, and it's funny. It's really funny, but it's competition just for the sake of having fun. No one would receive any kind of word from different voices, but it's something that we do with enjoyment with primary students, and it really promotes ideas of that we include in everything. Yeah, just give them different roles, and they will enjoy singing in different voices. And also model it. Always model with primary students what you want them to do. So, tell me the last question for you. What you will use for your next lesson from this topic? Have you found any interesting or at least funny idea for you to use for your next lesson? What it will be? Tell me. Okay, I know you're probably thinking, I need to analyze it a bit more, think about it, competitions, and also cooperation. Yeah, okay. Divide into rooms. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Irina, I see. Thank you for telling us. Yes, divide into roles. Yeah, it's interesting. For me personally, what I want to include in my lessons with my students is to monitor them better, to understand how they behave with each other. Not only just make conclusions that all students are competitive or all students want to collaborate and can do it easily. No, to pay attention what they need, to pay attention to their, okay, I see, singing in different voices. I know, it's working, it's really working. But for me, it's about monitoring and thinking, okay, if I see that my students really more about collecting, I will try to give them different competitions, but most of competitions will be about collecting. For them to feel that even if they lose in something, like they always have something, they collected something, they received this inner enjoyment. Okay. So I see we don't have any questions for this webinar, but I need to tell you. Oh, recite New Year's poems. Oh, yeah, definitely. We will be posting an interesting game for secondary school, but if you're interested, please take a look. It's A2. It will be on Monday. But today I need to tell you about this, about our winter prize draw. I promised you that I will tell you. Tomorrow we will be posting an article. Yeah, it's mine. About balancing competitions in secondary school. You know, I always do like that. They have a webinar about topic, but we take primary or secondary, and article will be about the same topic, but in opposite. If we've talked about primary, next article will be about secondary. If we're talking about adults, we talk about high schoolers. So it will be connected. So please look to it, and I will ask you. I promised you that I will explain conditions. 2 conditions, very simple. First of all, it's yeah, you see, it's a QR code to our Facebook page. You need to be subscribed. It's first condition. Yeah, I'm very creative. And second condition, it's that to write under this post. Then you will see it tomorrow. What does it mean for you? Healthy competition. How? How to make healthy competitions? Yes, it can be advice for your colleagues in Ukrainian. I believe it will be really interesting to see it in Ukrainian too. In English, you can write also maybe explanation how you understand healthy competitions. But please, if you try to explain what does it mean competition, do it like for children. Yeah, in very simple words. What is competition and how to do it to be healthy? 2 things that you need to do. Subscribe and also write about it under the post that will be posted tomorrow. Then we will be having the actual draw. I believe we will do it on 23rd of December. I will be online on Facebook page, and we will be having a draw between people who wrote their opinion about it, and also about one prize will go to people who would be on the actual draw. So we will have several people who would receive books. I looking for some methodology publications. That's why it will be like that. But I will hope it will be like a good winter mood booster for you. That's why please take part. I didn't want to create it very complicated. That's why you see such simplistic rules. Okay, and also I once again mentioning that your certificate will be sent to you for this webinar after 24 hours, 2 working days. So please check your email on Monday and junk box to see if you have received it. If not, contact me. My contacts are there. You can call me or just write an email. If you're interested in other publications, as you have seen look today, you've seen a lot of interesting pictures. I believe the text I will tell you also very interesting. Just visit our page. There you can find all the samples, all information about other courses, or just call me and tell me, give a sample, please. Okay. So I thank you for you being today with me for this hour. I know it's a lot of time, then they have blackouts, and I thank you from whole heart to stay true to learning about teaching, yes, and finding it necessary even in such circumstances. And National Geographic Learning really appreciated everyone who participated in the conference that we had this month. And I know they sent certificates, but they sent me one of the warmest letters about Ukrainian teacher spirits. Thank you, thank you. I hope we will stay safe. I hope we will stay sane, and also we will stay occupied with teaching English. Yes. Thank you for having me today, and for whom I will see only next year. I wish you good holidays.